All right. So far seems so good. All right. Let's see. Let's see how live we are. Are we live here? Content. Live. It shows I'm live. It seems live. All right. Then we go to the next one. All right. And this seems not live. Let's try that. Connecting. It says it's connected. Having issues. La da 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 da. Ba ba da ba da ba ba da ba. Ba ba da ba da. So I am live on YouTube, which is good. But Twitch is having some issues. I don't know if it's possibly because I have. If I do that, does that work? Oh yeah, that works. All right, that's good. Seems like we're all live now, so that's good. Love it. All right, it's been some time. Today we're gonna play some SimRail, so that's gonna be fun. Hoping to get back on some interesting shenanigans. Yes, there we go. Right, set up that one. Copy and paste, copy. All right. I need to set up one more small thing. Browser. So give me a second. There we go. I can set that actually to 1. Control the audio in OBS. Put that over there. and then say property, no? Settings. Sound alerts, monitor and output. Sorry if you just quickly see a new thing. Browser, sound alerts. All right, quickly going back to that view. All right. So welcome everyone. Welcome back. It's been some time. Had quite some time off. Hoping to get back into some streaming. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very difficult because I do have a full-time internship at the moment. Still have my girlfriend, so it's gonna be a difficult one. Let me just quickly grab. Can I dock you out? Put you. Where is it? Somewhere. Should be somewhere here. Where's the dock out button? Spin. Create a dashboard. Stream manager should be able to dock it out here. Pop out chat. There's that chat, and then if I open up the chat in here, pop that chat out. There we go. Then I have both chats open. Right. All right, that seems good. Right, let's boot up the game and let's get into some SimRail. Let's do some SimRail shenanigans. Live chat. Come on. Hoping that everything catches up. I hope that I also have a chat possible quickly through here, because sometimes the OBS YouTube chat doesn't want to load. Do I need to open it through, I think, media, YouTube Studio. Should be able to go it through here. Live. It's not popping up in that. Wait, did my live stop on you? No, it's still there. Interesting. It just looked like it was down for a sec. Well, it's not popping up on my YouTube thingamajig on my phone, so... But that could be because I need to maybe open it through this one. My channel. Yeah, there we go. There I can see it easily without any issue. Right. Okay. Mute this. Can I? There. Good. Put it to live. Drag that up. So then I have a chat on my phone. Alright, welcome everyone. It's been some time and we're finally getting into some gameplay. They did do an update today, quickly. A patch for some stability, so that's good. Let's see, no. 15 minutes. 0 minutes. That's not gonna cut in. 49. 4 hours, jeez. 46. 2 hours. 39. That's a bit on the much side. I might go for this one. 49 minutes. It's just a small stream today, nothing too big. Maybe I'll possibly do another one after, but it depends. Don't know for sure. Like a small scenario afterwards, but it's not gonna be something too fancy today. I'm gonna quickly, like, it's just getting back into the groove. It's been some time, so that's the most important thing. All right, we're in front of a red signal, so that's always fun. Let me just disable autopilot. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Let's just put that on initial. Let's see. Put on those overall lighting, cab lighting. There we go. Those are all on, the headlamps, so that's good. Alright, so we are currently ahead of a red signal. The road, we should have already been through this, so something's up here, so that's gonna be annoying. So I assume that either someone is waiting. I'm probably waiting on someone. Let me just check. So this is the road. Oh, there we go. Actually, I just got on the clearance. Let's go. All right. Let's drive this train, shall we? All right. So we have 40 kilometers as a max speed, and in 700 meters the max speed is gonna turn to 30, so I'm just gonna keep it on like below 30. You're running, right? Let me just release the brake. Alright, and in 4 kilometers I have a red signal again, so then I'm just waiting again, then let's go. Alright. I need to keep an eye out that I'm not going to surpass the 30 kilometers, because in a minute it's gonna be 30 kilometers again, and I don't want to like slow down. Although I do have a delay, so it might be better to just keep on cruising a bit. But I might get lucky with speeding in a later moment. Setting that back to 0. Oh, vigilance. Brake a slight bit because just to get back to the 30, because 20 meters still the 30 zone, so it's gonna be now. Which is not changing so whatsoever just yet, so I have a thought that I'm probably gonna be 30 for those 3 kilometers straight, and then possibly when I get a green signal it's gonna be VMAX after that, but I'm not that sure, could be wrong. And VMAX with this thing is 125. Oh, vigilance. Oh, we're almost at 35. I tend to try and keep it under 35 because 35 has a little bit of a rounding issue whenever like it hits 35.5 kilometers, it automatically marks it as speeding, which is fair but annoying, because if I hit 35 there is a slight chance that I go over the speed limit, which is just kind of annoying. Alright, so what I tend to keep it is like always like maximum of 3 kilometers over. See, now we're at 35 and we're still speeding, so that means we're at the 35.5 mark, so it's a rounding thing. Oh well. Vigilance. Oh. Like we might be on a little bit of a incline down, because I do need to brake every time. Let's just apply a little bit of brake on, like, oh, that should be fine. Alright. My brain today was really melting, like after I did so much documentation today for my for school. Because currently I have internship based off school with like my graduation's internship, so it's an interesting one. And the issue that I'm having with it is like, whenever I work on documentation, I always feel pretty drained. And it's really soul-numbing sometimes, just writing Word documents about what I've made and why I made the decisions like that. Like, it's... No? That was a traction motor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That wasn't the intention to just break the traction motor like that. Even though it is kind of my own fault, because I was kind of trying to push the traction motors probably a little bit too much. Alright, so we're 18 minutes delayed, currently with a maximum speed on this track of 30, which is not gonna be helping much. Alright, well, it's gonna be like 30, 40, like that. Alright, that's fine. I guess just putting it on 2. Maybe 1 to maintain the speed. Slightly over currently. Oh, we have a VMAX in 1.2 kilometers. So that's great. Might want to brake a little. My brake hose there was not showing that it was filling. So this should... Oh yes, that's actually... That actually helps. Just using the independent brake some more. rather than the whole train section brake. Oh, that's speeding? How? It's not like I've... Let me just put that back to there. Come on, slow down slightly more. There we go. Now we're at 33. And there's our sign for VMAX. But I don't see my UI updating yet. Just honking to check if it was a player, and it was, so that's fun. This is very peculiar. So we have a 50 in 700 meters, right? After that we have a 20 in like 100 meters further. Like, what are these speed limits? Kind of dumb. And apparently my train brake is not good enough to actually brake the whole train consist, so kind of annoying, but oh well. Alright, so in 270 meters we have 50, and after that, like a few, less than 100 meters, we have 20. So I'm just gonna focus on the 20 more than the 50. Like, no use to speed up to 50 if I'm gonna be like, braking around again in a few seconds later. So stupid. Oh well. So we slow down for, I assume, that bridge. And then we go 50 again? Like, that's just weird. Or it's like to be silent for these houses on the right. I don't know. Could be. That it's for the city that you, like a town that you drive through a town and then like, oh yeah, we don't have any sound barriers, so... Oh, and it's probably for this. Because that's... like train crossing didn't have any gates, so it could be that it was for that specifically, that you slow down because that thing doesn't have any gates. So And they also do it technically in the Netherlands whenever there's like a malfunction with the gates that they need to slow down. Now where is this 50 zone? Because this 50 zone should be coming up, right? We should have already passed it, but it's not popping up on my thing. It's interesting. Oh well. Hope everyone's day has been good so far. Mine has. Draining because of the documentation, but other than that it was pretty good. Work today from home, just because tomorrow I have a group thingy at my internship, so that's gotta be fun. Don't want to blow up those fuses again. I'm just driving through most of the stations, I assume. I have a 22-minute delay, so I'm probably gonna be like an hour on this task rather than 40 minutes because of my delay. Although no, actually, whenever the timer hits 0, of course, it just stops the scenario. Something interesting. I have my horn button ready, just so whenever... I always just have that ready, you know? Just have my little finger on. Ooh. Oh. I can start accelerating because I need to slow down anyway at some point. I do like the audio being so jaggery. Slowing down a little bit further, just so I can make the... Now driving through a station, that's fair. Slowing down a slight bit. I assume that I'm just moving cargo right now. Can't really look at it in a mirror or something. I assume so, because generally cargos are slow like this. Kind of forgot what I picked. Didn't quite look at it in too much detail. In 5 kilometers I need to stop. Oh, I've been given exit to Sosnowiec. So that's good. Oh, I am actually cargo now that I look at, because I have 6 numbers. That's generally cargo. If you have 5 numbers, that's just a slow passenger train. 4 numbers is of course high speed. No. I think I forgot to place a place to sound the horn there. Or I might have. I don't know, by accident. Need to give it some juice. Give it a little bit more juice. There we go. Now we're starting to take some speed again. Might even bump it to 36. And back down to 28. No. I've gotten yellow, so that's nice. So that means the next one is green and the other one is red, so... Some other people are complaining about the line being so slow. Mm-hmm. Alright, getting back at 50 as soon as possible. Oh, no, that was not 50, that was 48. Needs a little bit more juice, I guess. Let's get that juice coming then. Alright, even more. We're on a steep plate. Although I do need to slow down anyway. Oh, that was a close one. Oh, we've gotten a minute back. Slowly slowing down back to 40, so... Because this section is 40. Stupid, but I guess. Although, it's probably 40 because of the red light coming up. Oh, and switching, apparently. Alright. So. Oh, space. Oh, I got green light. And then we have a 20 kilometers again showing up. For 250 meters, so it's a bit more, but oh, 50. I wasn't expecting that change to 50. This game is so calming. Calming and relaxing. I do love it. Like, it's a great game. Nope. Need to go back to 50. Seems like my train is having more issues with speeding up. I guess that was AI. Unfortunate. And we're up to 50. And let's back her down. Now we're dropping down quite fast. Let's give her some more juice and... apparently as soon as I... move down a little bit, now it drops. I also need to slow down to the 20 kilometers in a sec. Alright. 400 meters left, just need to drop 10 kilometers, that isn't too big of a deal. Start slowing down at the 200 mark. Should be good enough, I guess. 250. 250 just for good measure. No, 200 should be fine. 200 should be fine. So that would be... no. Just a tiny bit. And let's use the pressure to slow us down the last bit. Is that? No, that was a horn one. Give her somewhat more juice, because apparently she needs it. And we're at 20. Dropping her to 15. Shows us speeding, still speeding, slowing down further. Should that be enough? No, still. Just putting to 0. That should be good enough, right then. Ah, there we go. Oh, was a bit too quick with that. Let's get back to the 50. Also checking real quick if I have something, but... I guess they are talking about me, maybe. I don't know. Could be. I am a late runner. I'm 20 minutes off, so... Just checking. Yeah, you're... Damn, you need some power to get up again. I guess this is kind of a steep incline. That's the only thing that I'm assuming, because it's not like it's all flat in this neighborhood. We're getting some speed, so that's good. We're hitting the 2 kilometers, which I hope this person will give us some green light.
Sosnowiec Poludnjoj from train 244053. My departure time has passed. When can I go?
I'm just letting the engine slow me down right now because I still need to wait on that green light. Come on. And there you can see those red lights in the distance. I don't know. Yeah, they do pop up. So that's good. Putting that to 0. That's a nice stopping distance, 20 meters. And now we're back to waiting again. Just filling up those a tad bit. Alright, now we're back to waiting. Yesterday when I played this, like, I was just being on TikTok right now, just for funs. So... can I? Oh, I can open that. So... I'm currently at... Oh. Then I'm probably... Oh, that's where I need to stop. That's the end. 908 and 1908, but it's currently where I'm at is the Katowice Munch. So that's this one. After that we have Stasik, which is this one. So that's one. Funny that you actually have a whole ass timetable. Never knew. Like, I'm used to using this one, you know? So... But I guess it's a way to play without the full HUD. Because if you could just do this, you know, and then just fully play based off what you see. It is more difficult because you can't quite... I don't know if you can quite see the amperage correctly. I don't even know where the speed dial is. Like, oh, this is the speed dial, of course, so... Oh. Oh. And it works if I fully release the brakes. Come on. Oh, so that's the amperage right now. And I'm curious how this goes, like if you do this. Of course you can't really see the speed limit with that, because then you just need to know the speed limit out of your hand. But it does show that you can play fully this game without a HUD, if you want. Right, currently I'm 16 minutes delayed, so it's not too bad. Oh, whoops. I wasn't paying attention to the speed there. Whoops. Use the horn. So we're 40 and then 50 and 900 meters I need to stop again. Well, no, actually, and then it's 40 again. You can actually see that. I think it's actually easier with this because now you can see that this one is still on the middle and this one is not. Actually is better than this current right on the right. Because it shows you that you can step a bit up. Only the issue is that you don't really see your max speed, so that's something you need to just know. I'm dropping my current currently just so I can start slowing down to 40. It's actually pretty interesting. I do like that you can do that. Oh. Come on, there we go. It's interesting that you, and I just think it's an interesting concept that you can see both amperages when they're in like, is it parallel series? I kind of forget why. So you can totally just play it that way. You just need to know the actual speed limits between each thing. Which does it show this? It shows 50. Because currently I'm driving here and then there's a says 80. Oh, that's my scenario. It just was the 47 minutes. Alright, interesting. So I did gain some time back, which was nice. Alright, Ian. One. I can do another one. It's still pretty early. I have no knowledge of this yet, how to drive that. I can do, can I do an, shall I do, it's 40 minutes till 9. I still have more time then. I could do 1.5 hours. Yeah, one hour and 40 minutes. I can do that. Definitely. Let's do that. Then I just stop a bit before 10. That seems like a good moment to stop the stream too. And I've been streaming about 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes each. So. All right. So what are we driving? We're driving a passenger. I know. Put overall lighting, cab lighting. There we go. That helps so much. Oh, I kind of forgot to sound the horn apparently. Let me just put up current. Thank you. There we go. So this shows like the max amperage probably? Something along those lines. Then traction motor left, traction motor right, and this is also the main traction motor, so whenever they're like in pairs, like whenever they are together, just boosts that one up. So it seems kind of obvious, I guess. Definitely an interesting concept. Alright, so in the So in 3 kilometers I need to stop. So that's good. Need to stop for 1 minute. No, I need to start slowing down because next checkpoint is coming up, which is in 1 kilometer. I need to stop hard. Actually, no, it's I'm stupid. Why did I want to stop there? Like it's 6. It's a yellow light. Why did I stop? I'm stupid. Actually, I completely forgot to wait for amps. There. That's my bad. Kinda thought, oh yeah, well, let me just stop. No, the next signal should be, oh, it's the 60. Woohoo. Which is in 1 kilometer. So this was just like, heads up, something's changing. Oh well, now I probably should slow down a bit. It's just 20 kilometers, so it's not that much. That was fine. Now I'm a little bit ahead of schedule with my 60. Oh. Where is the moment where it's... There we go. There, the traction motor is enabled. Oh. And that's also the moment where I need to stop because that's the station. So the signal is a bit further than the actual station platform, so I need to stop a bit earlier. Like the first time I played this, like whenever I did a passenger commute, like I made a little bit of a issue. Like I made a stupid mistake. Let's just say that. I didn't stop at a PH, and I didn't know that that was like a passenger stop. So, yeah, that's kind of my own mistake. Oh. Coming up to the station. I press space. I thought a PH was like the same as a PT for a sec, but, which was my mistake. Like I saw the message, you can need to stop at the station at the top, I think, like something along those lines, or you can stop now. A bit too late. Why doesn't it show me? Oh, there we go. You can stop now. Like I saw that a tad too late, which caused me to like, oh. I needed to stop there, right as I saw it, and then I was like, oh, that's kind of my mistake. So I'm currently 1 minute late. 2 minutes actually. 2 minutes delayed. It's not too bad. Like these amperage, right? These amperages are like so easily built. Now back on this, and then I'm probably, after my whole consist has passed, I'm probably gonna be allowed 120 again.
Thanks voor de directe rijweg. 5 liefst.
Geen enkel probleem. Geniet van de eind van je rit.
I wasn't expecting Dutch people to speak in chat. There we go. Like in the actual voice chat. Damn. I keep forgetting this game is pretty loud when it comes to the VC. I'm trying to keep the amps now in the center of these, rather than just doing some guesswork. Like, oh, where am I with the amps? Like, as soon as I not like go too far up, that shouldn't blow the engine, like a traction motor. So. Alright, so I need to drive through the next station, and then I have a PT, which is just to catch up again, so someone can choose for me to... Well, it's actually to make sure that other people can pass, if there are, like, other people faster. I don't know, that's the thing. Only the dispatcher knows. Or if I open up an online tool, then I know, but... And slowing that down. Time to look at horn signals. Still VMAX, alright, that's good. I love it when people like work ahead of schedule. Like, oh yeah, you have VMAX immediately. Like, oh, love it. No braking. Love it. But then again, you have also people that are always lying, that can be arriving late. And they do have a higher priority than me. Like, those are the moments where I'm like, that's unfortunate. But like now I'm a mid-priority train now, so that's good. So I don't have the lowest priority, but that's what you have as a cargo. I have a mid-priority. The high-speed trains have high priority, which is just insane how fast they go. Like they just go through the station with like 200 kilometers an hour, like, oof. Alright, what's next? Orange signal. Less fun. I mean, less fun as in I might need to start braking soon then. So I'm just gonna put this to 28, just in case. Let the train slow itself down. Oh, and I have green, so back to 43 you go. Not like my amperage needs it, it's just for if I want to go quicker, then I can just turn on the shunt regulator for that. Oh. It went to 123. I don't like that. Oh, another VMAX coming up. I don't know if that's the same actually. Might be the same. Probably the same. Because I don't think went by that signal yet. Oh, I need to honk honk. Honk honk. Alright, what's next? Signals coming. There we go, what's next? I'm 1 minute delayed now. Probably should use my shunt regulator, it's a green, so I can pass that easily. Just honking at the train. But like, I can understand why a car consists is so slow with starting up, and then it's only can generally do like 60, 70-ish. Like, totally understandable. Like, see how long those things are in generally. Alright, next post is the one where I should be waiting. Which is in 22 kilometers. Oh, jeez. That's still a while away. Oh. It's also to, like, if you're ahead of schedule, that it slows you down, of course, those PT stations. Dora. Like, I'm thinking, what else can I stream throughout this week? Because I can play this, which is fun. I could also play the dispatcher modes, which is also fun, but it stresses me out sometimes. Definitely when there's like 5 different trains coming my way, like handling that shit can be stressful. But I could also play some Railroads Online, possibly. It's been a while. I haven't even looked at the new map yet on Railroads Online. I could possibly do that. It's just I've been a bit like not too fond of it. Really. Like, I've been hyped for this update, but then again, on multiplayer, the seasons only get there whenever like it starts snowing and stuff like that. It only does it for like based off dates, I assume. Because I assume they are gonna introduce the like snow, like at some point in the winter, like how Truckers MP does it. Like it's month, like a section of month has a mod enabled. So I assume that they are gonna do the same with this game. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna enable the winter now. On multiplayer, like it's probably gonna be something like that. I am kind of hyped for single player dispatching because I would like to be able to, because currently what I do if I want to learn something for dispatching or just want to get used to the ropes, I join an empty server, which is what is generally advised by the community. And what I tend to do is just like what I would like is like the AI trains to be in single player and also dispatching at that point. Like those are the moments where it's just gonna be like great. Also more scenarios, like as soon as the scenario creator is enabled and all that stuff. Oh, custom made scenarios, would love it. I also would hope that that also introduces the custom-made trains. Like, if you have the custom-made trains, like, ooh, like imagine someone making like for the winner the Polar Express. Like, kind of. Oh, that was slightly too much. Like, that would be fun, like someone makes a Polar Express, like, but I would also like, and I probably could implement it, but that's one thing that I dislike right now, right, is that the game ends as soon as you hit the marked time on the scenario. What I would love more, like, I understand that they do it like this because of issues with multiplayer, like you could wreck someone else's job, like you can take a job, delay it by 30 minutes, then start, drop the job, and someone else takes over that job, and then they are stuck with 30 minutes delay. But what I would love is that it just fully calculates it, even with the delay included, and that you just finish out the whole scenario. Like, that's what I would love. And then what you could do is like what you would have in Truckers MP, and what also people do without Truckers MP, like the virtual trucking companies, and then you have that virtual train companies where people would just like drive trains within a company. Oh, I need to slow down a bit faster. And then just like, that would be amazing, that you just have the freedom to start a scenario. You see that it takes like half an hour, and that's half an hour included with the delay, so you can actually finish the job as soon as you hit the last station. That would be nice. Like, and with the API integration, like that it currently has, of course, you can also make it even more automated, that you can say, oh yes, I took this train, and then it loads the whole timetable, and whenever you finish it, like, it updates it how far you've driven it. Like, it would be even fully automatic, but you can also just make it manual, so you don't have a connection to it. It would be interesting. Currently, I'm also working on like Racing Career version 2. Like, it's interesting because Currently, I've made it so you can have a racing league connected to your Discord, using the Discord API and everything. But you could also choose to not do that and just have it without any connections, that you just have it fully separated. What then introduces that is that you have it kind of like one where you can fully manage it yourself and add members how you want it, add the countries without any Discord influence. But you could also just use Discord and make it a bit easier for yourself, that you don't have to manage the whole member part of it. And also include Discord integration automatically, because with the Discord bot and stuff like that, you have immediately Discord integration. Like, it's somewhat more or less like what you. It's an upgraded version of what I had before, and it's completely like new. But I have so little time for that. I again want also to pick up streaming now again. What I might do is even include like include it on some streams. Like, I could work on it, if that of course is interesting for people. Like, I could do some technology streams where I just work on projects. Like, if people would be interested in that, I'll probably stream it, but like, if there's not too much like people interested in it, I'll probably not. Okay, I'm being dragged off the main line, so I'm probably gonna sit here till like 51. Understood. It's fine. Like it's not like I lose time with it because I should leave at 51 here technically. So if that one person is earlier, like I won't get delayed. But if he is later, then I'll be delayed. Should be still on the mission now. Just a slight little bit on the brake. Because you know, don't want to roll backwards. Alright, so currently I'm working on the like racing career bot and website and all that. Like it's getting along pretty good. Like there are some minor refactors with the UI because I don't like I don't like the UI that much. I still need to refactor one part because I don't quite agree with how it currently is that I made it, and so be it. But there's also gonna be like tiers of payments because I have a free tier. You're allowed to use the bot with, I thought I set it to 1 league, 2 divisions, 3 tiers. With that in mind, also I might introduce for that specific tier like 1 advertising block. And yes, you're free allowed to use ad blocker or anything, but it's just to keep the site running for the people that actually don't really mind the ad running. Like that's the thing. Because of that, I might want to do that. Because I also know that if I once decide to actually gain some traction and gain some like and the servers being paid for and stuff like that, I might need to upgrade to a different server in the future, and all that costs money. So that's why I'm thinking of making it paid, and that the free tier will have some form of advertisements, not too many. Don't want to overflow or like make it too much. Like it's not gonna be like a cash grab with advertisements. Like that's way too much. Like I even hate that myself. Just one subtle advertisement, that's about it. Like nothing too much. Also one that's out of view somewhere, like in the corner.
Darkness, my old friend.
Like something along those lines. Like that's the idea. More than that, like I don't really ask for. Other than that, like, and that's currently the state. Like, I'm currently working on getting all those systems ready. Majorly working on the website mainly currently. Then whenever the website's done, I'm gonna implement the whole bot, and then when the bot is done, I'm gonna... Oh. That was a massive spike there. I almost lost the traction control, traction motors there. But like that's kind of the idea. Like work on the website first, then work on the actual bot for it soon. Why are you not updating the speed limit? There you go. Like, and after the bot's done, then I'm gonna work further on improving everything, like adding more stuff, and then the early access hits. Currently, my plan for early access is that you will get early access, depending if I trust you and stuff like that. Like, some people will get early access, some will not, and that's generally to work out the kinks, like kinks bug and all that. Like, I still need like, it could be that it's not viable to keep the database after early access ends, because like a lot of changes could have happened, and then we have after that the release date. Like, well, people will use the like the whole application. That's the whole idea. Like, you do that, and then you will use the whole application. I'm thinking further, like, what else is there to state? Like, no, I think that's majorly it. Like, those are majorly the points. I might, like, if there's people with like 2 leagues, like, that have created 2 leagues, one will be automatically archived, depending on if they choose to rather stay with like the free tier, because that's allowed. Like, you can just hop on tiers, and the tier system will be based off Patreon, so it's just gonna be a monthly subscription for that tier. I think, at least, because I think Patreon, you could also just pay ahead for a few months or a year, like something like that. Those tier system will be based off Patreon to make it easier for me. Then I don't have to focus on the whole monitoring system. I'll just implement Patreon, and based off the tier that you have, you get access. That does mean you have to link Patreon with your account, which wouldn't be that hard. Will be just like that you log in with the Discord account. Like, you can have a fully free platform where you just have your username and password, or email and password, and with that you can just already work. But the only thing is, you can only use normal tiers, so tiers without a Discord connection. If you link Discord at that point, you can use Discord connection, like Discord integration. If you like you may use the bot however you want. The whole website, not the bot. The bot is, of course, only Discord. So if you want to use the bot, it's only Discord. Done. Other than that, like, there's not much to say. Currently, I'm still working on the stages of like adding back most of the features that were already existing in the original application. So that's all that. Like, the whole system will be very interesting on how that's gonna be contained. But that's like back to this, like, this game part. Like, you can my future for like the whole domain type system of what I'm currently integrating with my bot and website for racing leagues is gonna be for like other simulation games too. Like, for instance, SimRail, that you're gonna have a virtual rail company, or I might work on the Euro Trucker again, which was one of my early on projects when I was a bit like a few years ago, where I worked on a virtual trucking company like Trucksbook or anything like with application and all that, like all those shenanigans. I am also planning to do the application type system for my racing league stuff. It's gonna be that whole thing is gonna be very interesting, and I might stream those bits too. Like if people are interested in my progress in developing that kind of content and like that kind of application, like I might stream that. Because I'm not good at video editing, so devlogs and all that stuff, like I can't put my mind to that, like I can't focus on that, like it's more difficult for me to make that than just stream the progress and people interested enough to see how I make, how I do it, ask questions about the programming language I use and all that. Like I'm stoked for that. I'm hyped for that. Like I love, like I do like streaming. I love talking to you guys. I love just showing what I'm doing and all that. Like currently I'm keeping on rambling about the whole Discord bot and all that. Like I like that. I love that. It gives me drive. Like as soon as I'm also working on a specific thing, like it drives me to develop on it when I show things to people off and just only even get one reaction on Discord of a leak that I shared about this bot and application. Like the way people are like showing their affection towards things that I make, like I love that. I've been working on like a small little hacking game for your phone, and like I kind of stopped doing that because also time issues with my internship and all that. Like it's difficult and finding the right time, finding everything, like even like I also have my girlfriend and all stuff like that. Like it's difficult to find the right time, even with the currently my internship, finding time for streaming, and I want to do it more often. Like I've been gone for a long time. I am now back again streaming. I enjoy it. Like I do have to push myself over the line of like, hey, start streaming, because myself does need to like give me that motivation, because I'm not big enough yet like in streaming when it comes to that, to have others help me with that motivation. Like of course I wish I was, but like I can't ask that. Like I can dream of it, but I can't ask that. Like that just requires work and effort, and first of all that means giving you that motivation yourself, and currently I'm trying that. Like I'm trying to pick up motivation again, to do stuff, like to force streaming again. Like I like it, I enjoy it. It's just that first like little step over the barrier to start doing it. That's the moment where I just need it. Like, and today, like even today, I was like, I should start streaming at 7, and in the end, like, it took me 20 minutes more to get that right motivation. For me, it's just difficult, but yet again, here I am. And now I do, like, now I look towards what I've been doing so far for the past 1.5 hours. Like, I enjoy it. I love talking to you guys and just playing games, enjoying my time, but also whenever I would like stream creating content, for instance, working on games, working on applications, like showing my journey with developing stuff, like I love that, and talking to you guys again, like I love to share my expertise to you and share my thoughts and views on like games, how I play stuff, because I have a different type play style. Like whenever I game, like I tend to like games for like a week or so, like maybe a week and a half, and then I start like it starts dropping my interest. I don't know if anyone else has it, but like I hear people then with stories about that they invest so much time to it and then they can just keep going on forever and ever and ever on that one specific game. I had that when I was young, but that was more because I didn't have like a PC that could run everything. And the library, like a games library, like I didn't have a big library of games. Like I remember those days where I just played Minecraft and Garry's Mod, and then in Garry's Mod that's where my interest of programming came back. I worked on my own Dark RP server, and then my joy for RP gameplay came, and so a few years later, I played Takistan Live on Arma 2, and I played that like very long. Then that died off because servers died off, and because Arma 3 became more and more the thing. But on Arma 3 you didn't have that, and because you have Altis Live on that. If you wanted to play text on live, you needed to download mods, and not many text and live servers are still around alive on Arma 3. I don't even think there are any. Like, it's difficult because I quite enjoyed it, and then something dies, and then also people around you stop playing with you because they start getting other interests. Like I have some friends that I like play Minecraft with, and then they started to have more interest in CSGO, for instance, and like that shows that people change their interest, people get new interests, get like other hobbies, and it's difficult for me, for instance, because I just think like, oh, here we go again. Another group of people that have other interests than me, but after I played a lot with them, like, I find it sad, unfortunate, but then again, I keep on going with my life. Like, I need to keep on going, try keeping my interest fun, like keep on having a fun life, and in order to do that, I find my own fun games to play, and I have fun with SimRail. Like, I enjoy it a lot. Like, of course there's not much content, like, don't get me wrong, like I think based off content, there isn't really much. It's a simulator, just that, nothing more. And sometimes for simulators, people need to create the content. Like with what I said earlier, with like the introduction of like virtual rail companies, websites and stuff like that, just like Euro Truck Simulator, like, and American Truck Simulator, like, that would help so much with this game to burst it into life. But it's also just a niche little branch, like train games. It's a niche branch because driving games and like, and you have bus simulators and truck simulators, like those were niche, like those were niche, then grew. Because I remember playing when I was younger, and I'm not saying when I'm just younger because I'm now like super very old or anything, like I'm 23, like it's like I would say 14 years ago, like I would say 14 years ago I played 18 Wheels of Steel, like, and the same company created also Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator, and see how that goes now. Like, it's very interesting. Like how from a niche branch can grow like a lot, because Euro Truck Simulator has grown like a lot. American Truck Simulator, I would say maybe less than Euro Truck Simulator. At least in when I look at the numbers of Truckers MP, but it's also because American Truck Simulator, of course, came later than Euro Truck Simulator, so most people have been indulged with Euro Truck. And then American Truck Simulator came, which also gave a lot of speed and development for like Euro Truck and American Truck together, because they of course have both the same engine, both the same content. It's built on the same routes, so as soon as there's one update for one game, they can easily drag it over to the other one, which is what you see also now. They're currently working on a whole new engine upgrade, introducing probably new textures, which is very interesting. And yeah, I'm sorry if I ramble a lot, like about like different simulator titles and different like programming languages and all that, like development part, because it just drives me. Today I was actually watching a video earlier about the guy who created Jetpack Joyride, like the mobile app. Like, I thought it was amazing how he did his development cycle with like a whole group of other members. Like, I thought it was really interesting. So yeah, I just love seeing those kind of stuff, like seeing the development of games, applications, but also the combination of those, like the connections to games. Like, the only reason why Elite Dangerous is still around is because the community created so many tools for the game, which is just interesting to see how a community can let a game grow by only making creations, and that can be through application development, that can be through content creation, like for instance screenshot streaming and videos. Like, a community makes the game. And I guess that's also kind of what a lot of AAA developers like are missing the point on, like hitting the wrong nail. is like focusing on the community. Like, what does the community want? And like for this game, like the community wants something simple, and they work on fleshing out those and like getting rid of all those bugs, which is important because nowadays the game industry, like too many games get released with so many bugs. Like, technically I haven't really, well, I wouldn't say I haven't really played with games that haven't any bugs on release. I would be wrong, because I played that I generally buy so far every Formula 1 game, so every year. So I am kind of also a part of the people that like show to the developers that we want to see more like this. Whereas I also think at the same time we should keep a stance with it, because currently there's so many games that are just released that are utter chaos and just filled with bugs, and they are not being fixed in the whole development cycle. Like if you look at Formula 1 23, there's like still so many bugs that reside from like games 5 years before that, and it's just weird that they don't like go and fix it. Like, why not just try and fix it at first before you actually release a new game? Like, I wouldn't mind to do like a bi-yearly, so 1 year not, 1 year yes, like to have the Formula 1 games like that, and other games, if it just takes 1 more year to kink out those bugs that are like dreading. But I also think at the same time that games have this issue of whenever like gaming companies, right? Whenever you compare gaming companies like with the architecture of like you have if you have more people working on a specific title, that it just becomes more chaotic, and that you have less like you can see like fix bugs less because of it, because you're so driven on your own little feature, and someone else might work on a different feature. You see a bug, but you state that there's a bug, but you don't fix it because it's someone else's code, so why would you touch it? Because it can cause more bugs and more issues if you touch it, because it's not your system, you're not developed it. Like, you don't have enough knowledge about it. Like, it's interesting to say that that is what I would think what's currently working. Like, so many companies are like taking over smaller companies, and then they become like get into a big company, and then they need to work with that big company, but working with a big company could cause more chaos down the line, because you're so focused on different things, and the company wants you to release by that specific deadline. And before, when there was a deadline coming, like, you could just delay it, but whenever there's like a big company ahead, like above you, like, you can no longer delay it, because they want it to be done at that point. Like, and that's when you have the 0-day patches and all that. Like, it's kind of one of the reasons why I do have to give it for Ubisoft and Skull and Bones, because they have delayed it so much. But that's also because of other reasons and stuff like that. I think there was like a full-on team switch within it and people getting laid off and all that. Like even the whole, I think, idea moved from one to another. Like how they wanted to design it, which caused so much, like, so many changes, which down the line is problematic, in which I hope that Ubisoft has learned from the past with their updates and stuff like that. Not like with their updates, with their launches, to also notice that most AAA games nowadays release something that has so many bugs that it just requires fixing. Like, it's just difficult. Like, I love people like developing stuff and seeing the progress and all that, and I myself am a person, whenever I like am very hyped about a game or very interested, and I'm like, each month could be like saying like, hey, how's the progress, or hey, how's that, and hey, how's this. Like, if it's a personal, like a person that I know personally, like I would be like, hey, how's progress, hey, is this, how's that. It's not only for myself, by the way, it's also to keep the person reminded that people want to see the game, people would like to see the game. Red line, yeah. So it's not just for myself because I'm eager for the game, kind of, but it's not only because of that, it's also to give the developer that motivational, like, hey, what you're developing currently, I'm very interested in that. I really need to brake a bit faster, actually. I might pass this. Yeah, that's what I thought. That was my bad. That was my bad. Slightly was a bit too fast on that approach. That was my bad. Anyway, so like, I'm always very eager when it comes to that specific thing, because like, I like supporting the developers that work on stuff, but I also like it for my own, to see how the project goes and stuff like that. And I'm very eager for a lot of games that I work on. I'm also currently working on, I'm currently working, of course, on my own stuff, and I have my internship, so I don't have much time to work on, talk to other people and stuff like that. Like, but yeah, it just has a little bit of a drive for me to see how other people work on stuff and create things. Now I'm just waiting for red light again. So I just hope that people can see the actual potential of what I'm going to make with my racing league stuff, but also with my future of it, because of course with my SimRail possibly connection and Euro Truck for American Truck connection, like all that would, like, how would you say it? Like, it would be interesting to see how people perceive that. In my opinion, like currently the racing league stuff, I have a few people that are interested and would like to give it a go. But it's just really difficult to say, like, if it is also the what the user would like. And of course certain things you develop for based off what you would like yourself to see, and then hope that others would like to see that as well. The same is with my hacking game that I worked on. Like, I wanted to see a hacking game on phone because there aren't really that many hacking games with such a niche concept, like such a niche branch that has multiplayer and all that. And that might be due to the fact of it just being such a hard thing to implement. Like, I myself worked on a game that's for a company in which my name is like I can't actually name it yet due to NDA and stuff like that. But like, it was an interesting developer journey, and it was just so. It was fun to work on it, and then we also hired another guy to work with me on it because, for instance, I have networking knowledge, but in specific libraries, and I didn't specifically know the library that they wanted to work on. So I stated like, hey, I don't have any knowledge on this. It might be handy to assign someone who actually has knowledge on that. And well, at home, and like it's fun to work on those kinds of projects. It's also difficult to keep your motivation, like, after a certain while. Like, it's tempting to wish for different projects, right? Like, whenever I work on stuff, like, I tend to have like other stuff also going on, like my racing career, like league management tool. Currently, it has a lot of progress in it, but I don't have a lot of time, and whenever I get back from internship home, like, I have a lot of issues with my motivation to start programming on that, because like, I worked my whole day already on a project, like programming it, and I would like some rest, generally speaking. Like, I would like some moments of breathing space specifically for that. It's difficult. Like, with a few people wanting the tool and stuff like that, it does give you the motivation to work on it some days, but not all days. Like, it's not like they keep on asking for what's going under the hood, how's it going, and you know, well, there's like sometimes the question like, do you have a release date? And like, no, I don't. It's a weekend project. I can't really say how long it still takes. You could ask like how it's currently going, what the current leaks are. Like this week so far, I've just had a little break of it. I took a little break off my development cycle because I wanted to have a little bit more fun. I didn't want to get burnt out. I didn't want to get annoyed working on the project. This weekend I might just still keep the break, and then next week I might start working on it again. Slowly, not too fast, because then I get burned out easily again. Like then I lose my motivation. Those are the moments where I'm the motivation moments. Like I actually have moments at the weekends that I'm like, what am I going to do now? And I just sometimes think like those are the moments where I would like to work on a project. But then I think of, would I work on that specific project? And then I'm like, no, I don't feel like working on that right now. And it's kind of like difficult, because it's not like I don't want to actually work on it, because I see that people want it. It's more of the fact like I'm not in the mood for actually working on that specific project. So those are the things with my little projects that I work on. Like sometimes I do need to schedule a break in between, because if I don't, I completely lose motivation and hype for the project. And then someone might ask like, hey, how's the project going? And I'm like, I don't know, I kinda lost mood. And then if it is someone who actually is interested in using the project, like, it doesn't, like, it gives a weird vibe of, like, it's not a great vibe, like, gives me a bad feeling, like, I kinda let you down and stuff like that. And, I might need to start breaking again, now that I look at it. Oh, that was close. Anyway, so those are the things, like, why does it not... I need to release it through that. Like... Those are the things that I'm like, I wish to work on something, but then... Then the motivation just hits me, like, to get demotivated, like, then the demotivation hits me, that one I'm trying to say, like... That's why I keep the breaks within projects, and this week and probably this weekend I have my break on the current project to just get a breather. Like, it's not like me as a developer actually has a lot of vacations. Like my next vacation currently, it's planned for December. It's the like with Christmas I'm gonna take 2 weeks off. Just to get a longer breathing space, like, and to possibly work on some projects. But like when me and my girlfriend looked at the actual timing of the whole like vacation, through the whole vacation, because we were also planning to see like when am I going to her and when is she coming to me, we kind of found out that we have a lot of things planned in the first week. So there's not much breathing time. Like only the week after there's some reading time, which does kind of like get me in a weird vibe, because life goes on, you know, can't have anything all the time. So I guess it's a way, like, vacation doesn't mean really vacation when it comes to Christmas, because Christmas is just, it's busy. Like, I love Christmas, like, it gives me great vibes, but it's also difficult, like, with family and all that, like, planning to see family with Christmas, it's difficult. Because this year, my girlfriend and I are actually going to go to her mom, and after that we were planning to go to her dad, but due to some circumstances we can't. So now we don't have anything for the second Christmas day, so... no, not the first Christmas day, because Christmas Eve we're going to spend it with her mom. First Christmas day we're gonna we were planning to go to her dad, but unfortunately due to circumstances that's not possible. And like the second Christmas day we're going to go to my parents. And all that planning is just, then we also have after that a few other days in that week where we're just doing stuff together. And then on the Friday we have we are going to her dad for a high tea. But including that high tea, it's also gonna be for Christmas, because like, huh? It happens, you know, planning. So that's the and that's the kind of circumstance like that we are currently having, like, going on. It's an interesting one, but so planning with Christmas, it's difficult. Unless you have your own little home and you can just invite everyone over at yours, like, then you have like bam, everyone done. Easy as that, like, and then you have 2 days off. Like, I would love that. Can't yet. Still live with my parents. She still lives with her parents. Like, those things happen. So, all that. Oh, I'm 5 minutes delayed. Oh, great. Ooh. Oh well. Next station, I need to stop. Like, those are the moments where I'm gonna be parking. I also got a message of my girlfriend. So yes. My rant kind of end, like, I've not really much to talk about. Like, this is just so interesting to me, like the concept of Christmas. Like, it's I love Christmas. Like, it's great vibes. I love putting up a tree, putting up decorations. I love that. But on the other hand, planning with Christmas can be difficult. And then you have New Year's Eve afterwards, which I'm going to have a lot of fun with. Like my girlfriend and I are going a day away to like amusement park and spend time there in that amusement park in the evening, because we took the evening tickets, so that's gonna be like from 7 till either 1 or 2, I don't remember. But and you can just go on the rides there, and it's like, it's amazing. I'm kind of hyped for it. I'm stoked. And I might need to start slowing down a slight bit. Actually, no. Why bother just yet? It's not like it's coming up that fast, and it's only 15 kilometers. It's not like I need to go down to 0. Alright, there we go. That's good enough. Slowing down. Perfect. Almost perfect. Close enough. Because we're actually at 99, which is... If I give it a little tap... There we go, 100. So the next stop, that's where I need to stop at the station, so that's gonna be fun. Actually, the next few stops are all stopping stations. So that's gotta be fun. So we are nearing our end of our commute, because I think it's around 50-ish that we stop our scenario, 58-ish. Oh, don't forget the vigilance. Like, this game is just awesome. Like, you just lose, like I lose my time with it so quickly. Alright, so we are coming up to our station. Oh, that's so fast slowing down, Jesus. Come on, give me amps, give me amps. There we go. Oh. Give me those amps. So yeah, this game, I just think this game is peaceful. Oh, speeding a slight bit. Not anymore a slight bit. There we go. This is the station where I need to stop anyway, so I might just stop throttling up and just keep her rolling in. No. Roll her into the station. So. And start slowing down further. Alright, 18 seconds. We still have a 5-minute delay. Now, putting those amps to good use. And now to 90 kilometers. Let's go. We're on our way again. And start slowing down again. Actually, we need to slow down even further. Oh. Losing frames, losing frames. Why is this tunnel losing me frames? Oof. I assume that it has to do with the light bouncing all over the place. I'm losing so many frames. Just do that. And let's start you back up. Oh, we're regaining frames. Oh, that was a That's a moment of pure suffering right there. We lost Twitch, by the way.